It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from the Garden Brewery in Croatia, and it's a can of their stout coming in at 5.7% ABV. I'm really looking forward to this beer. I had the Imperial Stout from the Garden Brewery. It's tremendous. I've had some tremendous IPAs, session IPAs, sour beers. They've all been fantastic. In the last video I did, in the sour video, I think I said in the review that I've come to the end of their beers now, and that were kindly sent to me by, might as well do it now, our channel sponsors beersofeurope.co.uk. Check out Beers of Europe in the description box of the video for their website, beers from all around the world. But going back to it, yeah, I thought that the sour was the last beer that I had from Beers of Europe from the Garden Brewery. Turns out I had a little dig round in the cupboard and I found a can of their stout. So happy days, happy days. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. It's always great, isn't it, when you think you've said the sorry goodbye, you know, the handshake has happened and you've said your goodbyes, and then only to find all along that what you thought you'd lost was in the kitchen cupboard. One finger, tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass, good levels of carbonation, little bit of a red hue going on in the corner of the glass there. Let's get the aroma. Smells good. Some roasted malt coming through, lots of hops, a touch of marmalade, which is slightly surprising. Definitely an orange, jammy marmalade aroma coming on. It smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh, I am, pardon me, I am surprised by this beer. I was expecting something else. I had something else in my mind about regarding this beer, to be perfectly honest with you. I was expecting a big oaty, biscuity, thick stout from Croatia. Instead, and it's no bad thing, stouts can range from being a thin Irish, dry Irish stout, which this probably is, to a thick, bold, gloopy engine oil type stout. This is not it. This is not a big, thick engine oil type stout. It's more of a, as I just mentioned, a dry Irish stout, which is more refreshing, a little bit more carbonated. And then you get some more of a hop presence coming through as well. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. You might see on my face I might be a tad disappointed. I'll get over all of that now. I'll speak to you about that now in a moment, just after I've had a second taste. A little bit of roasted malt, a little bit of bitter chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours coming through. But generally, personally, if I could talk to you on a personal note, I'm a massive fan of the big fat, bold, fat, oaty, milky, chocolatey stouts, if I'm honest. There will be a lot of you that will like this stout. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly acceptable. There's no off flavours going on. It's just, for me personally, it's quite thin. I like a lot of body in my stout. It just doesn't have the body which I like in a stout. What have they said here? Dark and smooth with notes of coffee and chocolate. Yeah, there's some vinous qualities on the back end. Chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. It's all a bit light for me. If I'm on, I mean, I'm an honest beer reviewer. It's a bit light. It's a bit too drinkable in terms of the thinness, in terms of the drinkability, in terms of how refreshing the beer is. Let's rate it. I'm going to rate the beer. This is my own personal rating. If you like a drinkable, refreshing stout, your rating will be a lot higher than mine. I'm gonna give this a 6. It's a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.